Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today I will show you the final part in my collection series, and today I will share my mixed media products, so watercolors and some of my pastels, acrylic paint, acrylic paint pens, my gel pens, inks, you name it, all the extra supplies that I own and that I love to use on my coloring pages. So let's dive in. First, I'd like to show you this set, and don't be fooled by the packaging because I store some of my watercolors in here. The ones on top are the Kuretake ones, the Kensai Tenbi Japanese watercolors. Those are lovely paint, and you can see I hit the pen on again a white one, and I even have some extras on my desk. Yeah, I really like this type of paint to add little details on pages and add a little shimmer. On the bottom layer we have also those kind of paints, big pens, full pens. And you can see they are really similar, a little less shiny. Those are from the budget store. In the Netherlands we have Action. I think it's also in other countries now, like in France and in Germany, in Belgium. And those were, I think, around €1 for 5 or 6 colors. And it even includes a brush, so really affordable. And you can see I've used some of it, not that many times, but really this one is my favorite color that I'm using all the time. I store them with my acrylic paints, and maybe that's why I don't use them very often. I kind of forget that I have them. I have swatched them, I think. Let me find them. Did I swatch them? Yes. I only have the Kuretake ones swatched. Yeah. It's this one. Really sparkling and shiny. Yeah, I like them. Oh, I spotted some of my pens that I didn't show you. It are the Tombos. When I run out, I will not buy them again. I don't like them in my coloring books, on my coloring pages, so yeah. I just spotted the swatch cards and didn't think of pulling them out because I never use them. But they are still a part in my collection. So this is the first set of the watercolors that I own. I have very fun watercolors. I have 2 sets. I think this is the first set of the Kensai Tenbi watercolors by Kuretake. And this is the granulating colors. And if you are watching it in the pen, it's not really spectacular, right? Those are really dark colors. In the second set, you can see here, it's the second set. There's a little bit more colors. It looked like in the pen, but the real magic happens when you add some water. Can you see already some of the granulating happening in the pen? And also in this one. I like to use those empty pens in here to activate the mixing colors. Of course, I have swatched them out, so I can show you the swatch. Those are great in color books to give this extra magical thing to the page. I like to use it on backgrounds in Maria Tolle coloring books. Let me find the swatch card. So this is for the first set, and you can see it's really nice, creating lovely effects. And this was the first time that I swatched them, and it's for sure a learning curve. So with the second set, I swatched them the same way and was kind of disappointed. Straight from the pen onto here, and yeah, there was not that much granulating going on. Then I wetted the page and I dropped in some of the paint, and I got those effects. And this is exactly what you want on your coloring page, right? This one is still not really spectacular compared to the others, but this one for mermaid, really beautiful. So you can create very lovely, playful backgrounds with those paints. Yeah, I use them a lot. I like it. So those are my Kansai Tenbi paints. Recently, I got into the granulating watercolors. And I'm slowly collecting some of them. But now I think my collection of granulating paint is, yeah, kind of done. The tin I got empty from one of the boys last Christmas, and I'm slowly building up my colors of those Schminke Horadam granulating paints. Those are lovely paints, you can see. Those are really, yeah, used already. And I have them around a year. So, yeah, for me, dipping in some of those wells a lot, yeah, it's a good sign. I like them. I love to use them. Those are the colors. And if you look closely, there are multiple colors. It's kind of red with brown, some purple red tones, some lovely blue with a little hint of red in there, with green, some brown, blue. Oh, I love it so much. And those are really pigmented, so a little goes a long way. Yeah, and recently I got the yellow color, and I think it's kind of done now with my palette. I have enough different colors for my backgrounds and I have to play with them. So yeah, really happy with my, yeah, palette. I like the wells to use and pick up my paint from here, because then the granulating is starting way easier on my pages compared picking straight from the pen. So yeah, that's what I'm doing lately, and I'm having fun with those paints. Maybe I will add in a different brand of granulating paints on the bottom. I have to think about it, but yeah, for now it's okay. Maybe something to ask for my birthday, right, in a few months, and yeah, you never know. Then I have a lovely set of watercolors that are sent to me by a viewer. This is a student grade from the Paul Rubens, I found out. Those are lovely pigmented. This is the brand. And I have used them as base layers on my coloring books. Those have vibrant colors. I really like it. The packaging was not really sturdy. It got this flimsy plastic insert. So I stick down a little bit of a magnet. And now they are holding in place, and yeah, I can travel with it because I took it with me last summer on vacation on a road trip, and in the tray they were yeah, getting loose and all over the place. So I'm really happy that the little magnet on the bottom of the pen is doing a trick. When I'm on the road, I pop in a water brush and a tissue, and yeah, I'm good to go. My whole setup is ready, and yeah, lovely. I really like those vibrant colors. did I swatch them? Yeah, I think I did. Those are the colors. Really lovely watercolors. Really pigmented. They really did surprise me. So yeah. And there are some shiny ones. I'm not really impressed with them. They are nice, but no. I have a set from Paul Rubens that is very close to it. And pick it up. Really, some of those colors are really, I think, the same. If you have a look, like those green tones and some of those blues are identical, in my opinion. Maybe the Paul Rubens got a little bit more pigment in there, but not sure. But I think it's really the same. So yeah. I don't get use out of those because I have my Paul Rubens, and if I want to add some sparkly glitter, I pick those up. Or the cheaper ones, the budget-friendly ones. Let me put them back. I store everything nicely together so I can find it when I'm ready to use them. Get out of the way. My very first set of watercolors was the Schmincke Rotterdam Aquarel. My husband told me, if you like to start and try out, get a very nice set and you will be set forever. Well, yeah, I really like them. It's a very lovely palette. I went with a big palette of 24 and I have used them, but you can see I have this set for years and years and it's still barely dipped in. Those are so pigmented. You need a very little and it goes a long way. And you can see I like the color mixing in the palette a lot and I leave it in here so I can reactivate it and reuse it on different pages. I mix some skin tones over here and yeah, really good quality paint. And I think this set will last me forever. So I'm really happy that I went for it right away. That my husband told me, get a set that you really want. And yeah, so I did. Those, I don't know if I have swatched them. Yeah, I did, I think. Somewhere. Yes, those are here. Original, those colors are included. So I was missing a real red. So I added a real red. On camera it's almost the same as this one. This one is really orange. It's a poppy red. If you know from the plasma colors. And those are more real reds. Oh yeah, really pigmented, lovely paint. Love to use it. On to the next one. Another set by Kensite NB. A more recent addition to my collection. It's this set. And I really like those paints. Those are lovely pigmented. I like the more muted colors. This is really a color palette that I love to use. The color combinations are great. And as you can see, if you have a look at my completed pages, you know why I love this one so much. This is the color palette that I always go for. I always dive in with my more muted clay rose colors and my slate blue like this one, and yeah, some lime peel colors, more green ochre colors, ginger root. Yeah, I'm really liking this color combination, this palette. You can see I have used them several times already. And I have this one, yeah, not that long in the studio, so makes me really happy. I forgot to show you my power ones, glittery ones, not my metallic pen. As you can see, I store everything in the original packaging. It's a nice box. I have a pink edition. I know you can get this one on a lot of different colors. My husband ordered the pink one because studio, there's a lot of pink in the studio. So let me get it out. You can see I keep everything tidy, right? This is not a good sign. A clean palette. But there's a little bit of use out of it. As you can see, I've used some of them. Not that much. This one is really pretty for mermaid. It's called the shifting ones. But yeah, I always forget those paints. I don't know why. I have to, remind myself to use them. Maybe I will focus on an art supply next year every month, and then I get them more in the relation and don't forget about it that much. But those will last me forever, really. By the time I got them, they were really expensive. I think they are more affordable now, so yeah, we paid a lot of money for those paints. Even more than the sminky ones, and that's insane if you consider the quality of them. Yeah. Then I like to show you some of my pastels because I didn't show them yet. If you watch my studio tour, you have seen my cabinet and my built-in things that we designed to store the pastels, but I have all the colors. And I store them in the trays, and yeah, I barely use them. You can see a lot of them are brand new. I don't know, I feel so intimidated by them and I would love to use them. And sometimes I do. I did a coloring page this year with them. I had a blast. I did an original artwork by me with them. Had so much fun. Yeah, they don't get enough attention from me. Maybe next year. Maybe I'm not ready yet to have a play again with them. We will see. They don't get bad. They stay nicely and yeah, I keep them very well. When they release a new colors, they were on a special offer, a great price, and I know the price won't be the same anymore after a while. So yeah, the owner of the art store told me that the introduction price is the best price to get them. So if you are considering them, maybe in the future, you will pay a lot more for the same set. And that made me buy them right away. Yeah. I like to show you the gel pens that I have. I don't have a huge collection of gel pens. This is it. Just one drawer in my pencil thing. I have the dual metallic hybrid by Pentel. Some of the colors I keep using and are really empty. I have a replacement, I think, for one of the silver ones. So yeah, that's great. But overall, they are nice. I wanted to order a broad one gel pen, a green one like this, a Uniball, ordered the wrong one, so I got myself a very glittery one. Never use it, and yeah, it's a shame. It can be pretty, I don't know. I have some of the clear glaze gel pens by Sakura Jelly Roll glaze. It's lovely to add on top of ice to make them glossy on wings, on glass, bottles or windows or great use. And I found out they are discontinued, so yeah, I have to be really mindful about them and use them on special occasions. Then I have the Jelly Roll. I don't know. It's not on here. Is it star? It doesn't matter. It's with a star. Sparkly ones, I like to add them for little details on the page, and you can see the silvery one, clear star is it called, is used the most. A little bit of the green, a little bit of the orange. Yeah, they go a long way. I think I have them already for 10 years, maybe. And they are still lasting and still nice and juicy and yeah, great. So not that much to show there on my collection of gel pens, but it's enough for me. I'm so sorry. I had to sneeze. So I hope you are okay. Let me take a sip of my tea before it's cold. I hope it was the only sneeze. I have to sneeze today. So, for the acrylic paint pens, I started out with Posca paint pens when I first got them. Where are they? Somewhere in the back maybe. And I have them all in front of me. This is a Posca paint pen. They are in different sizes. Some of the colors I have in multiple sizes and they are lovely. This is a brand new one, I see. Then I also have a used one. Yeah, lovely tips on them. This is a bigger nib. Another one is unused. It's a shame. And there are even smaller ones. They have a pinpoint. Yeah, really nice and opaque paint pens. I wish they were in more colors. This is basically the whole color selection. And yeah, that's not that much, right? Especially since I discovered the color by number books. I didn't have enough. So recently I took out my Tuli Art paint pens many times. So I store my Tuli Art paint pens that arrive in a box like this. You can buy sets with 36 or 22 or 12. There are all different type of sets. I store them in this paint bag. And yeah, it's by Derwent. And every loop is holding the pens. They are sliding a little bit, but I'm okay with it. On the top of the pens there is a number. And on the bottom there is this ribbon that is telling me from which set it is. So this one is from the Earth set and it's number 1. Then this one, got the ribbon over here, is the pastel set number 21. And I keep them in here and yeah, I didn't like it before. Those, my first set got dried out, and if you watched my videos before, you know I always struggle with them When coloring with them, they lose their flow very easily. The paint will dry out quickly in use in the tip, and you have to clean the tip in between or during your same project. So yeah, not a huge fan of them, but they are really, really opaque, and that's something I enjoy. So because I had problems with them, Tuli Art sent me a replacement pack. So I have a new one. And at the start I thought I didn't have the same issues with them, but over time I got the same issues. I got the paint pens that yeah, they are easier to activate. Don't get me wrong, compared to those, but they are still drying out on me, and that's something that I don't enjoy. So they are lovely opaque. They have nice tips, so it's great for the color by number. The downside is that they dry out. Sorry. Oh yeah, my Tuli Art paint pens. I have the Earth set and the pastel set. This is the Earth set and the pastel set. Last year I discovered the Molotow paint pens. As you can see, I have a lot of colors, almost all of them, and I store them in front of me. So I have the type, the twin markers, the one for all twin markers. They have two nibs, a smaller one and a bigger one. Oh, this one I have used both sides. Nice. I have smaller size paint pens. They are lovely, lovely opaque pens, and the most amazing thing is you can refill them. So that is something I am enjoying a lot, especially if you color a lot of backgrounds or using them in a color by numbers. Buying the refill, it makes it so much affordable, and those paint pens didn't fail on me yet, so I had no problems with them. Maybe one or two times I had a blob of paint out of them. I don't know why, maybe the tip was not right or there was an air bubble inside. I'm not sure yet, but other than those few times, those are really good paint pens. I had more trouble with my Tuli Art and my Posca paint pens, so yeah. Lovely colors. I have a special one. It is the liquid chrome, and it is really my most shiny silver paint pen that I own. So yeah, I'm really happy with them, and I get use out of those Tuli Arts now with my color by number book, so that's great. Then I also have a big selection. Now, let me open the box for you so there's no glare. Of inks, and I keep my stencils together with inks. I store my distress inks upside down, so the ink pads are nice and moist. I store the blending foams underneath the little ink pads, and I keep my swatches inside. So yeah, I like this storage solution. It's easy to pick out my colors, to use them and put them back. Those ink pads I use, those foams I pick up with this one, and then I just activate it, and when I'm done I store it this way. So yeah, it's working very well. I have all the colors, I think. Maybe almost all the colors. And I store them in the color family order, so The pinks, the greens, the blues, the purples, the browns, and the yellows. And I love to use them on backgrounds. Some of the ink pads that I have used many times getting dry. So I bought some of the Distress ink re-inkers, refills, and it got this little dropper. Oh. And you drop your ink just on your pad and refill it. And I really like it if art supplies can be refilled, so you don't have to keep rebuying your things. So every time when I got some empty ink pads, I buy a replacement refill ink, sorry. So yeah, lovely. Everything that I have for the inks. Let me move this out of the way. Trouble finding space around me on the floor to store it. And then I have my acrylic paints. I must admit, I don't use my acrylics often at the moment. I really discovered my love for the paint pens, and those are really easy in the coloring books. But sometimes I like to throw in a little bit of my acrylic paint pens, and I use those. It is my egg holders that we don't use. So yeah, I put them here to use as palettes and work very well. Must admit. I have some plastic ones, and you can see I clean them every time that I use them, so they are ready to go. And I have a lot of those Amsterdam Acrylic Standard series. If you like to use acrylic paint pens in your coloring books, you don't want to use the professional line. The professional line is more shiny and is hard to color on top of. If you buy the standard series, it got this matte finish and you can go on top with color pencils really smoothly. So yeah, I really recommend those. I like to mix in a drop of my gesso, so you create a nice flat background with them. It will affect the color. It will turn out a little lighter than the original. I'm totally fine with it. I don't enjoy sitting there putting 3 coats, 3 layers of paint on my page before it got a nice flat coverage. That's why I include the gesso. I have some of the special series. This is the Pearl. Those look really yellow, but if you use them, they will give this blue shine or this gold shine on your page. There are a couple of them. Oh, is this one? No, this is just white. So yeah, I have a couple of those. The paints that I have used, I always start with a small tube. If I used it in a good time frame, that I think it's worth buying a big one, I will buy a big one. If I'm not sure, I will rebuy a small paint tube. So for the black one, I went in with the big one. I started with the lamp black. I don't like the lamp black. I don't know why. It is just not my favorite black. So I labeled my oxide black. That is really a black color. Yeah, this is my favorite. That's why there's a little washi tape on there. You can see this one is really used. This is the Prussian blue. It's a nice, lovely dark blue, great for skies, and yeah, love those paints. They are lasting a long time. There are some toothpicks. Sometimes I like to mix up my paints. And this one I got for free one time to try out. My local art store, they throw them in your order if you had a certain amount. And yeah, they told me they will discontinue it for them to sell. So that's why they throw them in. And I picked up a purple one. I was in the store, so I was able to pick my colors. And this one was really pretty. There's a little bit on the cap, you can see. So it gives this nice shine on top of your acrylic painting. Lasts me forever. This is a big tube. So yeah, lovely colors. And that was everything that I like to share with you that I use on my coloring pages. I hope you enjoyed this series. This is the final part. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!